Hello winners, welcome to timing your trade entry and exits. This video I'm going to show you some of my secrets to my entries, to those entries I never take, and my exits. If you want this video to be up for more than 24 hours, well, you need to comment below and like this video, because if this video does not give you value at all, you don't learn anything at all, I will take it down and will give it to my paid students. So please comment below that you liked it, and if so, it will be gone. My name is Ivan Bidal. I am a Forex trader and economist. Yes, I do hold a master's degree in economics, and yes, I have been trading for, I don't know, 6 years now, maybe. I have plenty of experience. I am self-taught. I've never had any mentor. So without further ado, should we get started? Trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. So whatever has happened before doesn't need to happen again, and your money can just go away. Entries. Before you even think of the word entry, you should have a bias. You should have a currency. So you should have chosen, if you're in my groups, you should have chosen either some of the currencies that I have mentioned, like Aussie, like USD, Euro, Yen, whatever. It doesn't matter. So you become expert in that one currency. Now we have the Euro USD, so either you're a Euro trader or USD trader, then you can trade Euro USD. You also need a bias. Your bias doesn't need to be anything fancy than flipping a coin, or you can read the summary of the Fed central bank report. That's how easy it is. It takes you maybe an hour if you don't understand the text, and it takes you 2 minutes to just flip the coin. And you do that for the rest of 2020, please. In my trading, there is some golden rules before I enter. I need some 5 rules, maybe? I think it is. I need support or resistance before I buy or sell, depending. Okay? I need resistance. I need support. That's rule number 1. So have you written that down? Write everything down. You need support and resistance. You need a double top or double bottom. Now, if you don't understand, you can't see where double bottoms or double tops are, I want you to spend the next 3 months finding double tops and bottoms on your currency pairs. Maybe they're not so, maybe they have different variations, but I can tell you them for free. We're going to go through Euro USD. We're going to look for double bottoms and double tops, and trend by trend. Okay. First of all, what is a double bottom? You need a double bottom. That means that within the same area, it needs to have come down. Whoops, it needs to have come down, respected it, come down again, either to the same area, or could even be a bit low, like this one here. Make a new high, write this down. Double bottom need to be testing an area, need to be rejected, and then you also need a close within the same area. And then you need a new high. Then you need a higher low. Now you have your pattern. Okay, where is this in this area? Well, you have 2 entries here. You have this one, that's basically the same. That's the pullback. Now that's your way up. Now on a higher time frame, this has also happened. So it comes down again, and in this case, I actually got stopped out. I don't know why, but I know this pattern through my bones that this is likely to happen, and that's really where you should enter. And I think I entered here above, yeah, something like that. So There you go. Okay? That's the complex pattern I look for every single day. But Ivan, is there support somewhere here? Well, that's the monthly buy price, people, for Euro USD. That to me is more than enough support to be looking for a reversal. Okay? Now, for the beginning of the month, this isn't a very classical, but it still goes. So there is, before the month is ending, there is a double top. Now there's a new low. Now there is a pullback. Okay? So I want this to be this, coming up to resistance, being rejected, come back up again at the same resistance, make a new low, and then finding that pullback. So in this case, it's not straightforward, but it is at monthly sell price at the 1st or 2nd of January. I am game. If you listen between my words right now, you heard 1st of the month is extremely important if you find price near support or resistance. Not any other day in the month, 1st or 2nd. Okay? Very important. Now you can go around, look at your pairs around 1st of the month. Do you find any price at resistance or support? What happens? Okay? Now we have two, I would say, reversals. One here, one here. But then you can see in between here, you have price going quite fast, rejects, goes back up again. I don't know if you lost, I don't know if you gained money in this market, but this here is still okay for a seller. This is the verge of, oh lordy, but it went down again anyways. But that's what you want to catch as a seller, and on the way up you want to get out so you don't get all of this pullback. This is now a new week. Now you're allowed to sell again because this is resistance. Okay, but as a buyer for Euro USD, this here, either here, here, or pullback. So that means this one. That's plan A, that's plan B, that's plan C. That's where you're allowed to buy. You're not allowed to buy in this area. You're not allowed to buy in this area. You're not allowed to buy in this area, but specifically here. Why? Reversal, reversal, reversal pattern at support and resistance, higher high, higher low, all of that thing. That shenanigan. Just print it out, go and look, give me some, what do you call it? Trade plans when you're done, and I will tell you if they're good or bad. Okay, beginning of month again. Let's go to December. This was January, so now this is December. What was the first rule? Support. Is this support? Yes, it is support. Is this a double bottom? Yes, it is. Is this a higher high? Yes, it is. Is this a pullback? Yes, it is. Is that why you enter? Yes, it is. Did you know that before, ahead of December? That pattern was created at the beginning of the month, around 1st? Well, this is happening at the end of the month, and it's ready to be flourished around here. Okay? Let's go to November now. What has happened here? First rule, resistance or support. Where are we now? We are at resistance. Okie dokie. Now we'll look for a double top. Let's see. Well, I would say within here you can say on a smaller time frame this is a double top. Let's see if I can show it to you. let's move on to November. This is 1st of November. Is priced at resistance? Okay, very important. On a smaller time frame, this is a double top. This is a new low. This is a pullback. Then you're allowed to sell there. But then also it goes on the 4-hour, I guess. Then that becomes more the theme, where you thought that was actually the sell, but it wasn't. Comes back up again. That's not what I would like, but it's okay. Comes back down again, makes a new low, pull back, and then sells off. Okay? So what do we learn here? That even though it's 1st of the month, it is a resistance, it makes a double top, it doesn't necessarily always happen instantly. Okay? But still a very good entry. Okay? Every single time, I'm telling you the rules. I hope you have written them down. Support, rejection, pullback, rejection. In this case, new low since it's a top. Pullback, then you can sell. So on a small time frame, that was the sell. On a bigger time frame, you can say that might be your sell. But if you're really aggressive, you sold up here. Okay? Always look, and I just look for 1st of the month. I just look for 1st of the month. What happened here? September. Came down. No new high yet. No new high yet. Double bottom. Higher high. Because it's higher than that high. Pull back. Doesn't happen. Goes up. Is this a good entry? This left me in the bin. So yes, you could have entered but normally it comes back down again. So, but it was too strong. But that's also another one. Did we have support? Well, that was actually just in the middle of nowhere. So did I take that one? No, I did not. Okay? But that's what I look for every single time. Now you're wondering, where's the secret? The secret number 1 to my trading is to look for the same thing every month. Either you buy or you sell. Either you buy or you sell. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, is EURUSD bullish? Is EURUSD bullish? Is EURUSD bullish? If it's not, you go back to bed. If it is, you trade. Okay? Secret number 2. A trend normally has to happen. No, a trend normally goes for 2 to 3 weeks. Okay? A new trend tends to happen for 2 to 3 weeks. This is just 1 week. But the velocity of this one is magnificent. Okay? When does it trend again? Is this what trends now? So you can say from here, I guess then? No, it's still a range there. Here's the new one. Okay? Let's see how far. This is 2 weeks until there. Okay, that's 19 days. So in 1 week is, no, 3 weeks, that's 21 days. So this is 3 weeks. This happened for 1 week. And then this one happened for at least, okay, this is a mega trend, I guess then. But this happened for 31 days, that's a month. Okay? But I tend to see that trends happens for 1 to 2 weeks. That's what I normally see before it has a pullback of a greater or short-term trends, okay? So that's where I like the counter trend. For example, in this case, we still have a downtrend here. But even though it falls, it has a pullback. Now it goes sideways, it falls, but it has a pullback. And then it comes down to 1st of August, takes profit, boom. Goes back up again, now it's consolidated, now it's going down again. Even in this downtrend, it still goes up to catch sellers, okay? So 1 to 2 weeks, that's where the normal trends are. It can still continue, but that's what I feel like I have to take profit. If it hits my weekly target, that would be amazing. I also use pivot points to take my entries. I have weekly entries and I have monthly entries. If those align with those reversal patterns at resistance, it is gold, okay? Also, taking profit at a profit target, which is given by the pivot points, is also one of my secrets. Because when you see a trend just going and going and going and going and going, you don't know where to take profit. But a pivot point says that's where you should take profit. Okay? Let's do an example. Euro USD. This is the monthly target for Euro USD. See? Same chart, just different eyes. That is a target. That's when you're done. And you can see how much price fell before it went up again. Now that's also a weekly target. That was a weekly target. And now it fell again. Now that was a weekly target, by the way, people. This was the entry for sellers in November. This was the entry for buyers in November. That was a weekly target. That was a weekly target. That was a weekly target. When there is a target, and in the next month there's a new sell, it gives turns. That's how I see it. Gives turns. One gets to run, takes profit. The other one is entering. The other one takes it down. Always. And then you can even have it going up, then down, then up again. But it's still at the top. It takes profit. Lets the sellers get entry, get to their target. So it goes up. So you can always have like, it's not like it always ranges, but it has a reason for it. Okay? It has a reason for it. Price action wise, how do you take your exits? Very easy. Right now, I would say, okay, this is messy though. Okay, let's see. I would say that would be your exit. When you enter here, you take it back up here. Okay. As a seller, you're like, where's my target now? Well, the target would be down here again now. But you never got that. In this case, this was your target. Went back up to sell it again. But buyers, as far as I remember, that is their target. That is their target. So they got their entry, they got their target, and they're all good. They're all fine. They all feel amazing. Okay? How do you know that should be the target? Well, you don't know ahead. You don't sit here, I don't sit here and say, hey, I think this is going to be my target. I think this is going to be my target. Well, that's my target, but I didn't get all of it. I only got my weekly and not my monthly. So there's a combination of weekly and monthly target provided by the pivot points. But price action wise, I guess this is 50% maybe, 61. Yeah, ish. 618, 50% retracement. So that would where they are. That's where they would love to enter. I can't push the price into where I want it to go. I don't always know where the price is going, but one thing I know for sure, that previous highs and previous lows, that's where it does. Like for example this case. And in between we're going to have some movements. And also, so previous low, previous high of the bigger trend is where to put your target. Pivot points is the way to put your target. Support and resistance. Another way that would take me out is maybe news. A sudden change in policy would make me go out of all the trades. Also, if it has passed 2 weeks since my entry and it's gone like straight down, I would exit. Also, if we are closing up at the end of the trend coming into the new month, let's say if it was 27th today and we are at the well, you know, I'm using my pen. So if we were down here and it's 27th and I'm like okay, because this here is support, this here is support, and we're down here at 27th. Okay, I'm going. I hope you have learned something in this video. Double tops, double bottoms, support and resistance, exits and entries. I have said many ways to entry, exit. It is very difficult. I don't know where, and I know that my pivot point says this is where you should get out if price ever comes there, but along the way it can change. Okay? You need to have a bias, you need to have a currency of your that you become your expert in. You also need to be patient. You need to let trades pass. If they don't match up with the double bottom or double top thing, then let it run. Let it go. You are, as a trader, not here to make money as fast as you possibly can within the shortest amount of money. No, in the shortest amount of time. You are here to be a trader for the next 20 years. Or 50. Depends on how old you are. Doesn't matter if 1 month is terrible, if it's only 5% of your account, which I recommend. That should be your maximum loss per month. So if you have a loss of 5% in your worst month, you should be here in this business forever. Okay? That's how you can be in the business forever. And this is not like, yeah, let's do something funny. This is career. This is expertise. This is knowledge. This is hard work. Nothing comes easy. But I have made it. You can do too. I'm not the best trader in the world. I still struggle with my psychology, with my entries, with the market. But if you follow those rules I've told you, those secrets I've told you today, you are coming a long way to become a better trader. And if you need my help, just reach out to me. There's a comment section. There's links below this video. Please come and join so I can help you and we can make you the Forex trader that is the expert. Investors will come to you and say, what is your drawdown? That's the first thing they will ask. If you say it's 5%, but you make 30% a year, then we're like, that was amazing. Because investors are already rich. They don't want to be richer. They just want to keep their money. So if you want really big investors in your trading, they don't want to be millionaires. They are already billionaires. They just want to keep their billionaire status. Keeping their money, not making them more money. And by the time you get to that point, you get 1% in management fee, 1% of a billion or million. That's a lot of money, by the way. 100 million, 1% of 100 million. That's 1 million. In 1 year. Just by keeping the money safe. Growing it slowly by slowly. That is the secret of trading. But until next time, stay safe.